With a mic check.
All right, if I can get your attention, we'll have us a driver's meeting here. Back on the carpet again tonight. Doing it on the RCP, that was kind of a one-off thing. We're not going to, I guess I wasn't real clear with everybody, but that worked out good last week because we were tearing a track out. So we thought, well, wait a minute, let's go ahead, tear the track out, put in the Super Oval, have a Super Oval race, then turn around and put the track back in. But we're definitely not in any position where we're going to be tearing out our Mini Z track and for Wednesday nights. It's just not something that's feasible for us, at least not at this point. So welcome everybody to, is this race number 1 or race number 2? This is race number 2 of the series. We brought out what you guys are going to be racing for. And so first off is you're racing for 2 things, right? So, first place gets a trophy, okay? So the trophies are already here, so this is what you're racing for. Then, on top of it, we have these sexy license plates. And who gets the sexy license plates? First, second, and third, okay, get the license tags. Compliments of Brad and April. How awesome is this, y'all? Right?
Race order is
You guys... All right,
Daniel
so we're
Carroll,
putting together a petition.
James Porter.
Okay, we need everybody to sign it, and it's basically saying they cannot leave. Okay, all right, they got to stay. That's it. You're retiring in San Antonio. We're not going to let you two go. Yeah, okay. So anyhow, back onto this thing. Still ironing out some of the details. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, that was painful. Huh? Is it better today? Okay, yeah, we'll get it right. Still, we're just scrambling a bit. The holidays and everything else that's going on. It's just, it's real tough to keep up with racing. And I just wanted to say this, kind of in a semi-apologetic way. Typically, in the month of December, we don't race, okay, because I just can't keep up with all of it.
America.
Yep. Yep. Hello. Yeah, I just want to caveat on what Robbie said. If you guys pile up into that first corner, it's just going to cause wrecks. So when we're doing these qualifiers, the reason I was doing rolling starts is because everybody is spread out already. Whereas when we do the grid starts, everybody wants to pile up into turn number 1 there, and it just inevitably creates accidents. So remember, you're racing the clock, not each other. No, we'll find some sort of marker that we can put on there to starting positions, okay? If I could get about 1:45 of everybody's time for just a minute, I want to send a big shout out to our men and women in the armed forces serving all around the world. So if you could take a moment, please stand and remove your hats. Okay, please do. Something. How about now? What are you adjusting? What did you adjust? Which piece of equipment?
Well, I actually had to hit the main volume on that. The computer volume is pretty far up there.
Currently up.
On
Race
the
number 1.
Yamaha.
1 RC Sprint Stock. Heat
So
1 of 2.
I kicked the main up just a tick.
Joe Michaelis, Daniel Carroll, Chris Peel, James Porter. Marshals are Car 1 John Wallace, Car 2 Brian Beeman, Car 3 Danny Finley, Car 4 Brad Biddle, Car 5 Brian Vollmer.
All right, looking for Joe, Daniel, Chris, and D. James Porter. Racing. Yeah, this race is sprint stock. It's Joe Michaelis, Daniel Carroll, Chris Peel, and James Porter.
Joe Michaelis.
Yes, sir.
2 minutes to the start of the race.
What you got, Fern? Ooh, is that a grave digger?
James Porter. Chris Peel.
Nice. What are you doing with it? Okay.
Even with the pole? Is it? What is your back? Okay.
All right, we got our 4 drivers checked in. How about marshals? How are we looking on marshals? Anybody on the... All right, I see somebody with a stick there. Hey, Rob.
Yes, sir.
Can you move that clipboard?
I will. Oh, yeah. And by the way, Tony cannot marshal. He has a back injury, and he's not. Hey, Aaron, what's going on? He can't marshal. Okay. So.
And can you turn the camera to the right about less than an hour?
1 minute to the start of the race.
There we go. Okay, drivers,
What's
here
up,
we
my
go.
people?
What up, Alex?
Alex!
Here we go.
What's happening, man?
The race is starting in less than 5.
Coming up, race number 2. 1 RC Sprint Stock. Heat 2 of 2. Race order is Danny Finley, Brian Beeman, Ayrton Hernandez, Brad Biddle, Brian Vollmer.
Watch that back straight. It's clear. Turn 3. Turn 3. It's clear. All right, so Chris out front, followed by James, Joe, and Daniel.
10 laps left.
Halfway done.
9 laps left. 8 laps left. 7 laps left. 6 laps left.
Chris, James,
5
Joe,
laps left.
Daniel.
4 laps left.
Turn 1. Turn 1.
3 laps left.
Clear. Turn 3.
2 laps left.
It's clear.
America, United States.
Final lap.
That's what's up, Keith.
Chris Peel
Appreciate
done.
you tuning in. That's the race.
Joe Michaelis done. James Porter done. Daniel Carroll done. All drivers are finished. The race is completed.
All right, so Chris took that one on a 21:39. What up?
Hey, it's Aaron. Hey, Matt, I'm going to drop in an EDM. I guess it's the next race, the one that only has 3.
Good luck. Hey, did you get that
Up
text?
next,
Thank
race
you.
number 2.
Huh?
1
Did
RC
you get
Sprint
that
Stock.
text?
Heat 2 of
Text?
2. Race order is Danny Finley, Brian Beeman, Ayrton Hernandez, Brad Biddle, Brian
The
Vollmer,
anthem was a little
Brian
quiet.
Vollmer.
You're fine.
Brad Biddle, Danny Finley, Brian Beeman.
Yeah, we need to get this TV set. So this TV is
Ayrton Hernandez. 2 minutes to the start of the race.
Okay, there it is. He's got it. Wait, no, that's not it, Matt. We need race vision on the RCHQ
hold
tube.
on.
There it is.
Sorry about that.
No,
All right, we got marshals.
we do.
Here we go.
We have adequate marshals.
The race is starting in less than 5.
Time to beat here. Chris Peel on a 21:39.
Coming up, race number 3. 1 RC EDM Stock. Heat 1 of 2. Race order is Joe Michaelis, Tracy Bethel, Kurt Breedson.
All right, so that means there's a new TQ pace, and it's being set right
See
now
you all
by
this
Brian
weekend.
Vollmer. All right, Alex, we'll see you this weekend. Brad in second, Danny third, make it Danny
10
fourth,
laps left.
Ayrton 5.
9 laps left.
So Brad now taking over the lead, followed by Danny, Vollmer, Beeman,
8
and
laps left.
Hernandez.
7 laps left.
Now Vollmer out front, getting in some
6 laps left.
traffic over there.
5 laps left.
Danny now back up to the lead.
4 laps left.
What up, Richard? Thanks for tuning in.
3 laps left. 2 laps left. Final lap. Danny Finley done. Brad Biddle done. Brian Beeman done. Ayrton Hernandez done. Brian Vollmer done. All drivers are finished. The race is completed.
All right, so Danny took that one. He had a 4-second lead up on Vollmer. We will resort for round number 2.
Up next, race number 3. 1 RCEDM stock. Heat 1 of 2. Race order is Joe Makaitis, Tracy Bethel, Kurt Breedson. Kurt Breedson. Joe Makaitis. 2 minutes to the start of the race.
Uh,
1 minute to the start of the race.
all right, everybody check in. Everybody under the loop, please.
Rob Allen.
Joe, Tracy, and Kurt need you to check in, please.
Joe Makaitis. Kurt Breedson.
All right, Tracy, you going to make it? Okay, let's spread them out a little bit, guys, please. Here we go.
The race is starting in less than 5.
All right, so Kurt out front, followed by Joe and then Rob.
10 laps left.
Halfway through this one.
9 laps left. 8 laps left. 7 laps left. 6 laps left. 5 laps left. 4 laps left. 3 laps left.
Kurt, Joe, Rob.
2 laps left. Final lap. Kurt Breedson done. Rob Allen done. Joe Makedas done. All drivers are finished. The race is completed.
All right, Kurt takes that one on a 2140.
Up next, race number 4. 1 RCEDM stock. Heat 2 of 2. Race order is John Wallace, Brian Beeman, Brad Biddle. The Eliminator. Brad Biddle, Brian Beeman. The Eliminator. John Wallace. Two minutes to the start of the race.
Okay, everybody good? All right, spread them out, please. Okay, here we go.
The race is starting in less than 5.
And they're off. Time to beat Kurt on a 2140. So we got John leading the way, followed by Beeman, Peter, and Brad. John trying to set a new pace. He's in the greenish yellow car coming around turn 2, turn 3, turn 4 through the loop.
10 laps left.
If you see him coming up behind you, give him some room.
9
Don't
laps
forget,
left.
drivers, you always want to look before you back up.
8 laps left. 7 laps left.
John, Beeman, Peter, Brad.
6 laps left. 5 laps left. 4 laps left. 3 laps left.
So now Brian
2
takes
laps
over.
left.
Beeman,
Final lap.
followed by John, Peter, and Brad.
Brian Beeman done. John Wallace
Watch right
done.
after the loop.
Brad Biddle done. The Eliminator done. All drivers are finished. The race is completed.
All right, nice job. Brian takes a new TQ there, 2128.
Up next, race number 5. 1 RC Midget Stock. Heat 1 of 1. Race order is Brian Beeman, Ayrton Hernandez, Danny Finley, Brian Vollmer. The Eliminator. Joe Makedas, Chris Peel, Brian Vollmer. 2 minutes to the start of the race.
Ooh, we got
Chris Peel.
7 drivers here. It's going to be a whole bunch.
The Eliminator. Joe Michaelis. Danny Finley. Brian Beeman. Ayrton Hernandez. One minute to the start of the race.
Okay, looks like we're ready. Got a whole bunch of you out there, so try to take it easy. This turns into Crash Up
Peter
Derby.
Chow.
We're going to rethink this. Alex says, "What's up, Peter?" Peter got a fan club. All right, here we go.
The race is starting in less than 5.
Turn 1. Turn 2. Turn 2. Turn 1. It's clear. Turn 2. Turn 2. It's clear. Turn 2. Turn 2. It's clear. Turn 3. Turn 3. Turn 3. It's clear. Turn 1. Turn 1. It's clear.
10
Turn
laps
3.
left.
It's clear. Danny,
9 laps
Bulmer,
left.
Beeman, Peel, Joe, Peter, Ayrton.
8 laps left.
Turn 2.
7
Turn
laps
3.
left.
Turn 3. It's clear. Turn 4. Turn 4. It's clear.
6 laps
Turn
left.
1. Turn 1. It's clear. Surprising that
5
you
laps
guys are
left.
running okay with how many of you are out there.
4 laps left. 3 laps left. 2 laps left. Final lap. Danny Finley done. Brian Vollmer done. Chris Peel done. Brian Beeman done. Joe Michaelis done. Ayrton Hernandez done. The Eliminator done. All drivers are finished. The race is completed.
All right, so Finley took that 141. 141.
Up next, race number 6. 1 RC late model. Heat 1 of 2. Race order is Chris Peel, Tracy Bethel, Racer X, April Biddle. Two minutes to the start of the race.
All right, we need marshals, please.
April Biddle. Chris Peel. Tracy Bethel. Racer X. One minute to the start of the race.
All right, here we go.
The race is starting in less than 5.
All right, so we got Chris out front, followed by Tracy, Tony, and April. Tracy, Tony, Chris, and April.
Ten laps left. 9 laps left. Eight laps left. 7 laps left. 6 laps left.
Tracy, Chris, Tony, April.
Five laps left. 4 laps left. 3 laps left. 2 laps left. Final lap. Chris Peel done. Racer X done. Tracy
And that's
Bethel
a
done.
race.
April Biddle done. All drivers are finished. The race is completed. Up next, race number 7. 1 RC late model. Heat 2 of 2. Race order is
I need to get in
John
on
Wallace,
some of this.
Brian Beeman, Danny
You do
Finley,
need to get on some
Brad
of
Biddle,
the.
Brian Vollmer, Danny Finley,
Thanks
Brad
for tuning
Biddle,
in.
Brian Vollmer, Brian Beeman. Two minutes to the start of the race. John Wallace.
All right, looks like everybody's ready. Time to beat Chris Peel on a 21:59. Here we go.
The race is starting in less than 5.
All right, so Danny out front, followed by Volmer, John, Biddle, and Beeman. Danny's in the
10 laps
orange.
left.
Coming down the back straight through turn 3 and 4. Down
9
1
laps
and 2.
left.
Volmer in second. John
8 laps
third.
left.
Brad 4. Make that Brad third. John 4.
7 laps
Beeman
left.
5.
6 laps left. 5 laps left. 4 laps left.
Volmer only 6/10 back on
3 laps left.
Danny.
2 laps left. Final lap.
Ooh, must have been a
Danny
long
Finley
lap.
done. John Wallace done. Brian Beeman done. Brian Volmer done. Brad Biddle done. All drivers are finished. The race is completed.
All right, so Danny takes that one. Looks like late model's shaping up to be a good race like it was last time. Gonna take a short break.
Up next, race number 1. 1 RC Sprint Stock. Heat 1 of 2. Race order is James Porter, Joe Macatus, Ayrton Hernandez, Daniel Carroll.
Doug or Robbie, heat sheets printed.
Eight minutes to the start of the race. Seven minutes to the start of the race. Six minutes to the start of the race. James Porter. Five minutes to the start of the race. Ayrton Hernandez. Four minutes to the start of the race. Daniel Carroll. Joe Makaitis. 3 minutes to the start of the race. Two minutes to the start of the race. One minute to the start of the race.
All right, looks like we got everybody lined up. Let's get our marshals out there, please.
Marshals are Car 1 Danny Finley, Car 2 Brian Vollmer, Car 3 Brad Biddle, Car 4 Chris Peel, Car 5 John Wallace. We need marshals. We need marshals. Marshals are Car 1 Danny Finley, Car 2 Brian Vollmer, Car 3 Brad Biddle, Car 4 Chris Peel, Car 5 John Wallace. We need marshals. Marshals are Car 1 Danny Finley, Car 2 Brian Vollmer, Car 3 Brad Biddle, Car 4 Chris Peel, Car 5 John Wallace.
All right, need a marshal on turn 3, please. Danny, Brian, Brad, Chris, and John. All right, looks like we got marshals. Here we go, drivers. Time to beat. Danny Finley, 20-128.
The race is starting in less than 5.
All right, so Ayrton leading the way, followed by Joe, Daniel, and James. Turn 3. Turn 3.
10 laps
Turn
left.
3. It's clear.
9 laps left. 8 laps left. 7 laps left. 6 laps left. 5 laps left. 4 laps left. 3 laps left. 2 laps left. Final lap. Ayrton Hernandez done. James Porter done.
And
Joe
that's a
McKay is
race. Ayrton took the lead
Daniel
on that
Carroll
one.
done. All drivers are finished. The race is completed. Up next, race number 2. 1 RC Sprint Stock. Heat 2 of 2. Race order is Danny Finley, Brian Vollmer, Chris Peel, Brad Biddle, Brian Beeman, Brad Biddle, Brian Vollmer, Danny Finley. We need marshals.
Ayrton, Joe, James, and Daniel. Need you out to the
2
track to
minutes to the
marshal,
start of the
please.
race.
Ayrton, Joe, James, and Daniel.
We need marshals. Chris Peel, Brian Beeman,
All right, here we go, drivers.
The race is starting in less than 5.
Time to beat. Danny Finley, 20-128. Coming up, EDM, Peter, Rob, Brad, and Tracy.
10 laps left.
Halfway through, Danny leading the way.
9 laps left.
Followed by Brad,
8 laps
Brian,
left.
Brian, and Chris.
7 laps left.
Bulmer only 2/10 back on Danny.
6 laps left. 5 laps left. 4 laps left. 3 laps left.
Bulmer takes over.
2 laps left. Final lap.
Whew, man, Bulmer making this look easy.
Brian Vollmer done. Chris Peel done.
Bulmer took
Danny Finley
it
done.
by
Brad Biddle
1
done.
second.
Brian Beeman
Got
done.
the TQ
All drivers
for
are
the sprint
finished.
cars.
The race is completed.
Nice job, Bulmer. Peter, I believe in you.
Up next, race number 3. 1 RCEDM stock. Heat 1 of 2. Race order is the Eliminator. Rob Allen. Brad Biddle. Tracy Bethel. Brad Biddle. The Eliminator. Two minutes to the start of the race. Tracy Bethel.
Looking for Rob. Rob Allen.
We need marshals.
Volmer, Danny, Brad, Beeman, and Chris.
We need marshals. 1 minute to the start of the race. Rob Allen.
Okay, looks like everybody's ready. Here we go.
The race is starting in less than 5.
Turn 3, turn 3. It's clear. Turn 1. Clear. Turn 4.
10
Turn
laps
4.
left.
Clear.
9 laps left. 8 laps left. 7 laps left.
Brad,
6 laps
Peter,
left.
Rob, and Tracy.
5 laps left. 4 laps left. 3 laps left. 2 laps left. Final lap.
Turn 2. Looks like everybody had a rough lap on the same
Brad Biddle
line.
done. Rob Allen done.
That's race.
The Eliminator done.
Brad Biddle took that
Tracy
one.
Bethel done.
First to
All
20.
drivers are finished. The race is completed.
Peter second. Rob third. Tracy 4.
Up next, race number 4. 1 RCEDM stock. Heat 2 of 2. Race order is Brian Beeman, John Wallace, Kurt Breedson, Joe Michaelis.
All right, guys, don't go far. Brad, Peter, Rob, and Tracy. Need you back out to the tractor marshal, please.
Joe Michaelis. We need Marshals. John Wallace. Brian Beeman. 2 minutes to the start of the race. Kurt Breedson.
I'll finish up this qualifier, and then you can take over. Rob, I'm excited. I'm excited. Yeah. That's right. Got to keep it a secret, though. I said I got to keep it a secret, though.
What you're excited about?
Yep. You know. All right, here we go. Time to beat Brian Beeman on a 20-128. Good luck, drivers.
The race is starting in less than 5.
All right, so Brian out front, followed by John, Joe, and Kurt. John, 7/10 back on Brian for that TQ. Make that 3/10. John coming up on some traffic here. Oh, and he gets into the wall. John took over there for a second.
10 laps left.
Now Brian back out to the lead.
9 laps left. 8 laps left.
8 laps.
7 laps left.
John's got to find 1 second.
6 laps left.
He wants to take over that TQ from Brian.
5 laps left.
Brian,
4 laps
John,
left.
Joe, Kurt.
3 laps left. 2 laps left. Final lap. Brian Beeman done. Kurt Breedson done. John Wallace done. Joe Michaelis done. All drivers are finished. The race is completed.
And that's a race. Brian took that one. And no, 1 second off his TQ. So round number 1, TQ going to stick.
Up next, race number 5. 1 RC Midget Stock. Heat 1 of 2. Race order is The Eliminator. Joe Michaelis. Ayrton Hernandez.
Danny and Vollmer, you're in the next heat. We did. We split them up. Too many.
2 minutes to the start of the race.
Looks good.
The Eliminator. Ayrton Hernandez. Joe Macadas. One minute to the start of the race.
Beeman, you are not in this heat. All right, here we go, drivers. Time to beat Danny Finley on a 21:41. Here we go.
The race is starting in less than 5.
Turn 3. It's clear. Turn 3. It's clear. All right, so Peter out front, followed by Ayrton and Joe. Peter, Ayrton, and Joe. 1, 2, and 3.
10 laps left.
Halfway through.
9 laps left. 8 laps left. 7 laps left. 6 laps left. 5 laps left. 4 laps left. 3 laps left. 2 laps left. Final lap. The eliminator done. Joe Macadas done.
Peter coming
Ayrton
out with a
Hernandez
new
done.
TQ
All drivers are
pace.
finished. The race is completed.
21:40 for Peter. Ayrton right behind him on a 21:42. So Peter with the new TQ. See if this next group's got anything for him.
Up next, race number 6. 1 RC Midget Stock. Heat 2 of 2. Race order is Danny Finley, Brian Vollmer, Brian Beeman, Chris Peel, Brian Vollmer, Danny Finley, Chris Peel. We need marshals.
Need Peter, Ayrton, and Joe back out to the track,
2 minutes
please.
to the start of the race.
Peter, Ayrton, and Joe.
We need marshals. Brian Beeman.
Okay, time to beat Peter Chow on a 21:40. Here we go.
The race is starting in less than 5.
All right, so Danny out front, followed very closely by Volmer, 3/10 back. Then Chris and Beeman.
Ten laps left.
Halfway through,
9
Volmer
laps
falls to 6/10. Oh, Volmer takes over. Danny, 3
laps left.
seconds back. So rough lap for Danny.
7 laps left. 6 laps left.
So it's Volmer, Beeman, Chris,
5 laps
and
left.
Danny.
4 laps left.
Volmer got an 8-second lead on Beeman.
3 laps left. 2 laps left. Final lap. Brian Volmer done. Brian Beeman
Boom,
done.
Volmer takes
Danny
a
Finley
TQ
done.
now from Peter
Chris Beal
Chow.
done. All drivers are finished. The race is completed.
Volmer, those test laps you took on that last heat must have helped. So Volmer now the new TQ of the midget class. Volmer, don't you have enough cars? Can't Aaron run one of those? Oh, well.
Up next, race number 7. 1 RC late model. Heat 1 of 2. Race order is Brian Beeman, Tracy Bethel, Racer X, April Biddle.
All right, heat number 1 of our late models. Second to the last race in qualifier number 2. Hey, Rob. How many bumps we doing?
2 minutes to the start of the race.
They wanted 6 total, right? Yeah, so 4 make it, 2 bump.
Roger.
April Biddle.
Late model is the feature, 100 laps. All other A's are 70, B's are 50.
I say we do 101 laps.
Racer X, we need marshals.
Marshals, I need Volmer, Beeman,
Tracy Bethel.
Chris, and Danny. Did he say late model is a feature?
1 minute to the start of the race.
Beeman, I need you to check in if you're out there.
Brian Beeman.
All right, here we go. Time to beat Danny Finley on a 21-25.
The race is starting in less than 5.
Turn 1, turn 1. Turn 3, turn 3. Turn 2. Turn 2. Turn 1, turn 1. Beeman out front, followed by Tracy, Tony, and April. Watch that back straight.
10 laps left. 9
Halfway
laps left.
through, Beeman still leading the way.
8 laps left.
Turn number 1, turn number 1. Well, you guys are all there, so it doesn't really matter.
7 laps left. 6 laps left. 5 laps left. 4 laps left. 3 laps left.
Turn one, turn one.
2 laps left.
3, turn 3, turn 3.
Final lap. Brian Beeman done. Racer X done. April Biddle done. Tracy Bethel done. All drivers are finished. The race is completed.
All right, Beeman took that one.
Up next, race number 8. 1 RC late model. Heat 2 of 2. Race order is Danny Finley, Brian Vollmer, Brad Biddle, Chris Peel, John Wallace, Danny Finley, Brian Vollmer.
These late models look hard to drive. What's the easiest
Brad
class
Biddle.
to drive? Late model? This is the
2 minutes to
easiest?
the start of the race.
What do you think, Danny? Danny, what's the easiest class to drive? For real? They look like they're all over the place.
Chris Peel.
It's going to benefit somebody if they, start at the very end of the track with you guys all piled up there. Just saying, you'd have a whole bunch of clean track. I don't blame him.
John Wallace.
All righty, here we go.
1 minute
Time
to
to
the start
beat.
of the race.
Danny Finley on a 20-125. Good luck.
The race is starting in less than 5.
Oh, turn 2. Backed up right into our TQ. Got parts all over the track. Big pile up at turn 3 and 4. Caution at turn 3 and 4. It's clear. So John leading the way, followed by Danny, Brian.
10 laps left.
Never mind. Make that John. Make that. Never mind.
9
I'm not
laps
even going
left.
to call it anymore.
8 laps left.
Hey, the fastest lap belongs to Vollmer. 3.7.
7 laps
How
left.
about that?
6 laps left. 5 laps left. 4 laps left.
Turn 2. Turn 2.
3 laps left. 2 laps left.
John leading the way.
Final lap. John Wallace done. Chris Peel done. Brad Biddle done. Brian Vollmer done. Danny Finley done. All drivers are finished. The race is completed.
All right, that one goes to John. Top 4 qualifiers, Danny, Danny, Vollmer, Brad, and John. So you guys made the A.
Up next, race number 1. 1 RC late model. C main. Race order is April Biddle. Up next, race number 1. 1 RC sprint stock. B main. Race order is Brad Biddle, Brian Beeman, Joe Michaelis, James Porter, Daniel Carroll.
Go Joe Makaitis.
Joe got himself a fan club out there. Robbie or Doug.
Daniel
Mains
Carroll.
are posted.
Joe Michaelis.
Number 1 fan for Joe Makaitis, beaming face with smiling eyes, beaming face with smiling eyes.
Ooh. Joe got a number 1 fan with a beaming face with smiling eyes.
What is the matter? We in the mains?
Yep.
Oh,
James Porter.
all right, I'm here.
Ten minutes to the start of the race. Currently up, race number 1. 1 RC sprint stock. B main. Race order is Brad Biddle, Brian Beeman, Joe Michaelis, James Porter, Daniel Carroll. Nine minutes to the start of the race. Eight minutes to the start of the race. Seven minutes to the start of the race. 6 minutes to the start of the race. Brian Vollmer. 4-9. 5 flat. 4-7. 7-8. 4-5. 4-6. 5 minutes to the start of the race. 4-2. 4 flat.
Oh, that was gonna be it.
7-3.
I see that.
5-2.
I turned practice on just so he could hear his
4-1.
times.
4-8. 7-4. 4-6. 4-6. 4-7. 4-2. 4 minutes to the start of the race. Chris Peel. 4-5. 4-7. 4-3. 4-7. 10-7. 4-6. 4-4. 4-6. 4-8. 4-3. 3 minutes to the start of the race. 5-9. 5-9. 6-8. 4-4. 5 flat. 4-6. 4-6. 5-2. 4-5. 6-9. 5-3. 2 minutes to the start of the race. 6-5. 6-4. 4-7. 33.5. 5-2. 5-3. 1 minute to the start of the race. Ten two. 9-4. Daniel Carroll. 4-9. 5-8. 8-6. 21.8. 8-8. James Porter. 4-8. 4-7. 10 flat. 4-7. 7-2. 4-9. 7 flat. 4-8. 4-5. 13-5. 6-5. 37 flat. 6-5. 5-4. 32.7. 4-6. 5-3. 9-3. 4-8. 5-5. 'Tracy Bethel. 8-6. 6 flat. 8 flat. 6-2. 5-6.
Hello. I'm waving back, but you cannot
6-8.
see me.
5-6.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Currently up, race number 1. 1 RC Sprint Stock. B main. Race order is Brad Biddle, Brian Beeman, Joe Makaitis, James Porter, Daniel Carroll. Marshals are Car 1 Danny Finley, Car 2 Brian Vollmer, Car 3 Brad Biddle, Car 4 John Wallace.
All right, gang, it's time to get this racing. In fact, it's 3 minutes past time to get us racing again. It is, right at 8 o'clock, so we should be perfectly on schedule. So let's let's clear the track. Only people I want to see out there this is our Sprint Stock B main. I should have Brad, Brian, Joe, James, and Daniel on the track. This being a 50-lap race, looking for just Brian, the sleeper, Beeman, to get checked in.
Brian Beeman.
James, just before you leave, no hurry, but at some point before you leave, just a real quick discussion, okay? All right. Okay, I've got everybody checked in. Are you guys ready to go? Now, who do I have for marshals? I got the Pete Chow. Pete,
Marshals
we're gonna put you back into eliminator status
Car 2
here
Brian
very
Vollmer.
soon.
Car 3 Brad Biddle.
Huh?
Car 4 John Wallace.
Okay, I need another marshal. Where are my marshals? Marshals for this race. Hang on, let me find out who you are because I like calling your names. Let's see. It's going to be is this the main? Okay, thanks, Chris.
Marshals are Car
You
1 Danny
denied
Finley.
me the fun of
Car
calling
2
for
Brian
marshals.
Vollmer.
Darn it.
Car 3 Brad Biddle.
Well, thanks, Matt.
Car 4 John Wallace.
All right. Okay, guys, are you comfortable where you're at? I did not. I'm going to get the marks up on the wall after this. Okay, so drivers ready? Marshals ready? Here we go. All right, 50 lap B main. 2 of you move on to the A, waiting for the other 4. Yeah, got to drive on the track a little bit. It is unsatisfactorily bumpy as far as I'm concerned. I like the traction, but we are definitely going to work on getting it stretched out and flattened before the next race, being that we're staying with the carpet.
Coming
we
up,
will work
race number
diligently
2.
on that.
1 RCEDM stock. B main. Race order is Joe Makadis, The Eliminator. Rob Allen. Tracy Bethel.
All right, Brad out front, Brian second, James third, Joe fourth, Daniel fifth.
Rob, what time you leaving?
Tonight?
Yeah.
I don't know, it'd be 9:30, 10-ish, something like that.
What do you got tomorrow?
Tomorrow?
Oh, tomorrow's your day off.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we can wrap anytime, like say after 10 or so, I'll be up.
Okay.
Yep. You want to check in with me then?
Yep.
Well, yeah, just call me during your normal time, you know, your lunch break or whatever. Okay?
Later.
All right, man. Good night, Matt. Sweet dreams, baby. All right, so it's Brad, Brian, James, Joe, and Daniel is our running order. 32 laps left to go. So right now, Brad with about only a scant 1 second lead, careful in turn 2. It's clear. Everything's good. Whoa. Hang on a second, guys. I've kind of lost my screen here. There we go. Okay, I'm back. Matt logged off and my screen went black. All right, so Brad with a less than a tenth between him. Let's see how this shakes out. So it's Brad, Brian, James, your running order. Little trouble right here in between turn 3 and 4. Oh, we got a car in the middle of the track. Is he going to be able to get out of there? No, he's
Racing
strapped.
car, racing car, racing car.
What was that? Somebody on Facebook? Huh? That was good. Like a gazelle. All right. Brian taking over the lead with only about a 1.7 second lead over Brad. So right now it looks like Brad. We got Brian, Brad, James, Joe, Daniel. 16 laps left to go. Brad out to about a 1.6 second lead. So Brian not letting Brad out of his sight. Those two battling this entire race. Got a car up against the wall. Tracy's got it sorted out.
10 laps left. 9 laps left.
Brian less than a second separating Brian and Brad. Here they are
8
coming
laps
down the
left.
back straightaway. So Brian.
7 laps left.
Oh, Brad, bad lap allowing
6
Brian to
laps
get
left.
careful on turn 1. It's clear. Final 6 laps.
5 laps left. 4 laps left. 3 laps left. 2 laps left. Final lap. Brian Beeman done.
There you go.
Joe
So
Makadis done.
Brian
James Porter
snatching that
done.
lead away
Daniel
from
Carroll
Brad.
done.
So
Brad
it's
Biddle
Brian,
done.
Brad, James.
All
So
drivers are
Brian,
finished.
Brad, move it
The
up.
race is completed. Up next, race number 2. 1 RCEDM stock. B main. Race order is Joe Macatus, the Eliminator. Rob Allen. Tracy Bethel. Two minutes to the start of the race. The Eliminator. Joe Macatus. Tracy Bethel. One minute to the start of the race.
All right, we've got Joe, Peter, Tracy checked in, just waiting for Robbie to check in. For the fourth position on this sprint stock, or EDM stock, that is, B main. All right, do we have marshals from that last race also? That would be Joe Macitis, Daniel, Chris, and James Porter, marshals, and Robbie. Robbie.
Rob Allen.
All right, everybody's checked in. And let's get Robbie back over there to his starting position. Robbie, you're 3, yeah. It's pretty close. It's a really close grid. All right, we got marshals. I see Daniel out there. James is there. All right. Marshals look live. Racers, less than 5. This is a 50-lap B main. Top 2 drivers go to the A. Or top 2 finishers go to the A. All right, got 10 laps down, 40 left. Peter showing the way, Robbie in second, Joe third, Tracy in fourth. Robbie's about 3 seconds behind Peter. Joe's about 4.5 seconds behind Robbie, and Tracy is about 8 seconds behind Joe for that third place spot. So the 2 people in the bump spots are Peter and Robbie at this point, and we need marshals in the middle. We got 29 laps left in this race. Peter, Robbie, Joe, Tracy is your order. Bigger cars. Yeah. Yeah.
Hi all.
All right, we got 30 laps down, 20 laps left. Peter, Robbie, Joe, Tracy is still your order. Peter's in the lead. Robbie about 2 seconds behind Peter. Joe's about 5 seconds behind Robbie, and Tracy's about 4 seconds behind Joe. So one wreck, one getting caught up, can change the order. Right now, Peter and Robbie are holding those 2 bump spots.
Ten laps left. 9 laps left. 8 laps left. 7 laps left.
Oh, Robbie took over lead, putting Peter down to second now.
6 laps
Joe
left.
still sitting third, Tracy in fourth.
5 laps left.
And Joe holds a fast lap in
4
this
laps
race.
left.
4 laps left, drivers. 4 laps
3
left.
laps left. 2 laps left. Final lap. The Eliminator done. Rob Allen done. Tracy Bethel done. Joe Makaitis done. All drivers are finished.
All right,
The
Peter
race
and
is
Robbie
completed.
get the bumps. And you guys will be in race number 6.
Up next, race number 3. 1 RC Midget Stock. B main. Race order is Brian Beeman, Chris Peel, Joe Makaitis.
Guys, hang on. We're going to get rid of the midget B, and we're going to run just an A for midget. So give me a minute to get this
2 minutes
fixed. I
to the
didn't
start of
realize
the
we'd set it up with the B. No B midget, all 7.
One minute to the start of the race. Up next, race number 3. 1 RC Late Model. B main. Race order is Chris Peel, Brian Beeman, Tracy Bethel, Racer X, April Biddle. Two minutes to the start of the race.
Okay, gang, we are going to jump straight into the late model B main. This is the late model B main. April, Tony,
Tracy Bethel.
Brian, and Chris. Late model B main. I got rid of
April
the midget B, so we're just moved
Razor
ahead,
X.
move forward one class. So late model B main.
Chris Peel. One minute to the start of the race. Brian Beeman.
All right, let's line them up. It's going to be Chris starting first, Brian second, Tracy third, Tony fourth, April is fifth. You guys comfortable? You where you want to be? We got marshaling. Yep, we got marshaling. All right, listen for the horn. Here we go. And we're off. 50 lap B main race. 2 moving on to the A in this late model class. Oh, we got a little trouble coming into turn 3. Still there. Oh, one of them wedging himself up underneath the turn 3, 4. And it's clear. I'm going to give April an extra 2 laps for doing such a great job on the trophies. So it's Chris out front, Brian second, Tracy third, Tony fourth, April fifth. Trouble coming into 3. It's clear. Oh, right there in 1 and 2. Yeah, oh, trouble on the back straight. You guys ever see those banger cars? Look, big pile up on the front straight. Would love to have banger racing here in San Antonio. If you guys have ever watched that, I got to do it someday. All right, so Brian out front, Chris second, Tracy third, Tony fourth, April 5th. Still got 36 laps left to go. Lots of racing left. Brian with about a 1.5 seconds lead. That's it. Chris about 2 seconds back. Tracy hanging in there. Tracy 8 seconds behind Chris. So right now, transfer spot goes to Brian and Chris. Tracy 9 seconds back. Meanwhile, Tony's hanging in there. 6.4 seconds behind Tracy right now. So Tony still got a shot. April doing great out there, running. I believe that's the black one. Yep, that one there. It just got T-boned. Oh, got a car on its lid. Daniel's on his way out there. And gets him. Oh, he's still on his lid. Got Daniel trying to do the old scooperoo there. He's still trying to flip that. There he goes. All right, it's back on its wheels. Don't notice the other cars upside down as much as you notice the late models. They're kind of like flat, kind of like got a flounder look to them, and that's what causes them, I believe, to stay upside down. We got to work on our marshalling sticks where we can improve the little scoop action of those things. So it's Brian out front, Chris second, Tracy third, Tony fourth. April is your 5th place driver. Little trouble on the first straightaway. Daniel getting a workout with that prod stick out there. Maybe we should get it where it shocks them too. Trouble on the back straight. Lots of trouble on the back straight. Still more trouble on the back straight. Chris crashes right in front of himself. That works out well. 19 laps to go. Joe has a cheering section. So far, that's the only person I'm seeing getting cheered for is Joe. Oh, Joe's biggest fan, Gina, out there cheering him on. All right, we got 14 laps to go. It's Peel, Beeman, Bethel, Hall, and Biddle. Lots of racing left to go. Chris right now with only
face with smiling eyes, beaming face with smiling eyes.
Yeah, see, Gina's still cheering you on, Joe. Hey, Joe, Gina cheers you on for even when you're marshaling. Oh, Joe,
9
that's
laps
good
left.
marshaling, man. I'm just messing with you, Gina. She has to cheer
left.
for you? Yeah. All right,
7
so
laps left.
Brian, Chris, Tracy, Tony, and April. Gina, he'll
6
be
laps
back
left.
out there before the night's over. I think he's racing several classes tonight.
5
Final
laps
6
left.
laps. Beeman with a 2.4-second lead
4 laps
over
left.
Peel. From there back, it's a pretty
Yes.
good leap.
3
Great
laps
marshalling.
left. 2 laps left.
He is a good marshal. Hey, and he's
lap.
sporting that RCHQ team driver shirt pretty well, too, tonight.
Brian Beeman
Couple
done.
of guys in it.
Tracy Bethel done.
All right, so Brian
April Biddle
takes
done.
it. Waiting
Racer
for
X done.
Chris to
Chris
finish.
Peel done.
There you go.
All
So
drivers
Brian,
are
Chris,
finished.
moving on to the
The race
edge.
is completed. Up next, race number 4. 1 RC Sprint Stock. A main. Race order is Brian Vollmer, Danny Finley, Ayrton Hernandez, Chris
Not
Peel,
exactly sure why
Brian
you did
Beeman,
not automatically
Brad
bump
Biddle.
those last 2 cars, but I'll make sure that Brian and Chris get moved on.
Brad Biddle. Two minutes to the start of the race. Chris Peel.
Okay, in that last race, who won
Brian
that one,
Beeman.
Brian or Chris?
Brian Vollmer.
Brian won it? And then Chris got second? Okay. For some reason, it didn't bump you two, so I'm going to have to do it manually. Might have had something to do with me resetting, reorganizing the races or something. All right, so we've got Vollmer, Finley, Hernandez, Peel, Beeman, and Biddle.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Yeah, guys, we're probably going to
Ayrton
throw those
Hernandez.
marks away. It's still a little bit
Finley.
too crowded starting them out like that. We're going to come up with a new plan next week where it's like go 1, go 2, go 3, that kind of business. Not going to make any changes midstream, but we will definitely do that next week. Excellent suggestion by one of the racers. All right. Gina, just letting you know, Joe's marshaling this one as well. All right, so let's get them lined up. It's going to be Vollmer, Finley, Hernandez, Peel, Beeman, Biddle. All right, how about our marshals? We got 2 marshals out there? 3 marshals? Huh? Okay. All right, drivers ready? Oh. All right, let's get. All right. No, I typically just keep my eye on Pete Chow. All right, drivers ready? Marshals ready. Listen for the horn. Here we go.
Yes.
All right, Joe, you're getting cheered on for your marshaling skills yet again. He's developed those skills here over the last year and a half. All right, that was a good, clean start. Little trouble there between 1 and 2. It clears itself out. So these sprint cars, A main sprint, looking real good out there. 65 laps left to go. Racing for the Blart Trophy. Trouble there in turn 3. Pile up starts. Looks like it's getting somewhat sorted out. Still got a car on its side. Peter is there. Nope. Joe got it. So it's Danny out front. Brad second. Brian third. Brian Vollmer. 2 Brians. Brian Vollmer third. All right, the Bryans are changing position too quick for me to call. I'll start over again. Danny out front, Brad second, Brian Vollmer third, Chris Peel fourth, Brian Beeman fifth. Ayrton is your sixth place car. Careful up against the wall there on turn number 2. Front straightaway, car bounces off the wall, keeps going. Driver settling in a little bit. Here we've got about 15 laps down. 54 to go. Up against the back wall. Tracy's got it. Good job, Tracy. Thank you. Oh, still up against the back wall. It's clear. So Danny with about a 3.3 second lead out front. The race for the Blarts are Danny, Brad, and Brian Vollmer. Chris is in fourth. Chris only less than a second out of that podium position. Lots of racing left to go. 48 laps. Not 48 minutes. Careful in 1 and 2. Car's flip on its way. Trouble on the back straight. It's clear. All right. So here's your running order. 40 laps left to go. It's Finley, Vollmer, Biddle, Peel, Beeman, Hernandez. Two minutes, 30 seconds in the book. Careful coming out of 2. We're good now. So Danny with about a 5.3 second lead. Trouble in turn 1. Brian, 4.7 seconds. So Brian not letting, Brian Vollmer that is, not letting Danny get away. Brad, 7 seconds back behind Brian Vollmer. And then the next spot back is Brian Beeman, 6.3 seconds back. So field's starting to spread out a little bit with 30 laps left to go. Running order. Vollmer taking over the lead. Finley down to second. So must have been a disastrous lap for Danny. Danny known for grabbing all the Blarts. These guys trying to deny him some of that tonight. So it's Vollmer out front, Finley second, Biddle third, Beeman fourth, Peel fifth, Hernandez sixth. Trouble on the back straightaway. Clear. Brian Vollmer with about a 3.3 second lead. Trouble in between 1 and 2. Tracy's trying to get to him. He's got him. Back straightaway. Yeah, that is all clear. Yeah, kind of. Okay, good. Cautiously backs up. Again, avoids anybody smashing into him. Good job, Ayrton. Inside 20 laps. Vollmer barely holding off Finley. Danny trying to charge back. Ivan, thanks for joining us, man. We are in the A mains here. Oh, look at the pileup on the back straightaway. So Finley taking back over the lead by 3.6 seconds. So Brian, trouble on the front straightaway. 2 cars on their sides, 1 car on its side. And it looks pretty clear. Oh, trouble on the back straightaway. Somebody getting basically bowled down the back straightaway. I think that was Chris.
10 laps left.
Inside 10, Finley, Vollmer, Biddle, Beeman, Peel, and Hernandez.
9 laps left.
So right now, Beeman has got a shot at Brad Biddle for that 3rd spot. 3/10 of a second separating those 2 cars. So we'll see if Brian Beeman can snatch that 3rd place Blart away from Brad.
5 laps left.
That's a lot of Bs. Blarting, Brad Biddling, Brian Beeman.
4 laps left.
Lots of Bs. All right, so Finley with the 3.8 second lead.
3 laps left.
Vollmer, 2 seconds ahead of Biddle. Biddle, 1 second ahead of Beeman. Chris, back away. So Brian making that late charge. Can he make it happen and get into that
Danny Finley done.
spot? Danny wins
Brad Biddle done.
Brad holds
Brian
on
Beeman
to
done.
3rd.
Ayrton
Keeps
Hernandez
Brian
done.
1 second.
Brian Vollmer
Brian
done.
Beeman back 1 second.
Peel
Good
done.
race, y'all.
All
Very
drivers
well
are finished.
done. Very close.
The race is completed.
All right, so very good race. Our A main sprint stock. I believe our EDM race is up next.
Up next, race number 5. 1 RCEDM stock. A main. Race order
Huh?
is Brian Beeman,
You won?
John Wallace, Brad Biddle,
Yeah, I
Kurt
know.
Breedson,
We don't have to get any
the
more
Eliminator.
detail than that, do we?
Rob Allen.
All right, so it's Beeman, Wallace, Biddle, Bredesen, Kurt. All right, Kurt. In the A, Chow, that dastardly Peter Chow. In fact, we're going to give Pete a new nickname. He's going to be the nefarious Peter Chow. All right, and then Rob Allen.
2 minutes to the start of the race. Brad Biddle.
Got it, Doug? For some reason, it didn't bump. It didn't bump the late models up. I'm probably going to have to drop them in for some reason. I don't know what
Kurt Breedson. The Eliminator.
All right, this is the EDM A main, a 70 lap main.
Rob Allen.
Looking for Brian Beeman, John, Brad Biddle, Kurt, Peter,
1
and
minute to the
Robbie.
start of the race. John Wallace. Brian Beeman.
All right, I do have everybody checked in. And we got marshals. Look at Joe over there marshalling. Joe's a pro at marshalling. All right, your starting order is going to be Brian, John, Brad, Kurt, Peter, and Robbie in that order. Going to have 6 cars in here. You might as well spread them out quite a ways. Brian, John, Brad, Kurt. Kurt, Peter, Robbie. You guys happy with that lineup? All right, and we got marshals. All right, drivers. Here we go, less than 5. 70 laps, 7-0. And somehow Robbie lands on his head, on his top, before he ever gets all the way around. I'm hearing a lot of paint swapping up in there. All right, we got 10 laps down, 60 laps left to go. Brad showing the way. Brian second, Peter third, John fourth, Robbie fifth, and Kurt in sixth. I'll give you about 15 seconds. Y'all are all going to be on the same corner at the same time. All right, we got 20 laps down, 50 laps left to go. John showing the way. Brad second, Brian third, Peter fourth, Robbie fifth, Kurt in sixth. So Brad's about 1 second behind John. Brian Beeman about 1 second behind Brad. Peter's about 5 seconds behind Brian. Robbie about 9 seconds behind Peter. And Kurt is about 6 seconds behind Robbie. So John, Brian, Brad are our top 3. And Brian Beeman gets marshaled by somebody's car. All right, we got 30 laps down, 40 laps left to go. John, Brad, Brian, your top 3. Peter 4, Robbie 5th, Kurt in 6th. All right, we still got Brian, or John that is showing the way. Brad's about 4.5 seconds behind John. Peter up to 3rd place. Now about 4.5 seconds behind Brad. Brian down to 4th, about half a second behind Peter. Robbie in 5th, about 6.5 seconds behind Peter. And Kurt in 6th is about 10 seconds or so behind Robbie. 30 laps left to go, drivers. 30 laps left to go. John still showing the way. Brian now back up to 2nd. Peter up to 3rd. Brad 4th. Robbie 5th. Kurt 6th. John has pretty much just checked out on this thing. He's got 2 laps on everybody, basically. 20 laps left to go, 19 left to go. John, Brian, Peter, your top 3. Robbie, Brad, Kurt, 4, 5, 6. $15 laps left to go. Still got John showing the way. Brian Beeman in 2nd, about 8 seconds behind John. Peter sitting in 3rd place, about 11 seconds behind Brian. Brad's up to 4th, about 1 second behind Peter. Robbie's in 5th, 5.5 seconds behind Brad. And Kurt is in 6th place.
9 laps left. 8 laps left. 7 laps left.
As Robbie says, if you got to move, you better make it now. You're running out of time.
6 laps left.
John, Brian, Brad. Brad back up to 3rd place. Peter back down to 4th place. 5 left.
4 laps left. 3 laps left. 2 laps left. Final lap.
Here comes your final lap, drivers.
John Wallace done. The Eliminator done. Brian Beeman done. Rob Allen done. Brad Biddle done. Kurt Breedson done. All drivers are finished.
All right, that's the race. Drivers, John takes it. Brian 2nd, Peter 3rd. Brad 4th, Robbie 5th, and Kurt in 6th. So John, Brian, Peter, your top 3.
Up next, race number 6. 1 RC Midget Stock. A main. Race order is Brian Vollmer, The Eliminator. Danny Finley. Ayrton Hernandez. Brian Beeman. Chris Peel. Joe Makaitis. Danny Finley. Joe Makaitis.
All right, Pete Chow back in town.
Bummed I missed it.
Pete,
Hernandez.
just trying to make you feel good there, buddy. All
2
right?
minutes to the start of the race.
I'm going to make you work for it next time.
Brian Vollmer.
All right, second to the last race of the evening.
The Eliminator.
The Midget Stock A Main featuring Brian Vollmer, Peter Chow, Danny Finley, Ayrton Hernandez, Brian Beeman, Chris Peel, and Joe Makaitis. Joe with his fan club going to do well this race. Getting more support than the rest of us combined. Hey, Derek. Yeah, man, we're sorry you didn't make it either. Where you at? Like someplace fun, I hope. I mean, you know, more fun than San Antonio, that is. They've got a vendor
Brian
conference
Beeman.
coming up in, I think, March,
Gojo.
where one of the
Beaming
big
face
vendors
with
is
smiling
flying
eyes.
everybody into San Antonio, and it's like, bummer. Right?
1
Could we
minute to the
fly
start of
like,
the race.
Hawaii? Puerto Rico. That's where all the Mini-Z guys are at, is Puerto Rico this weekend. All right, we've got them all checked in. Guys, let's go ahead and try to stretch them out a little bit like we did in that last class. There you go. Yeah, all the way back into that turn 2. Next week, we're going to start calling you by car number, like go 1, go 2, go 3, go 4. John? Oh, he's not ready? Okay, yeah, he was back-to-back. I show him. Wait, John's not in this race. Who are we waiting on? All right. No, hang on. Let me do a roll. No, there is no John. So we got Vollmer, Chow, Finley, Hernandez, Beeman, Peel, and Macedas. Everyone out there? Yeah? Okay. All right. I got confused there for a second. All right, drivers ready. Where's our marshals? We got all the marshals we need? I see 2 marshals. Okay, here we go. Listen for the horn. All right, that's a good start. 7 of those darling little midgets all racing at the same time. All right, Gina saying, go, Joe. I actually am saying, go, Joe. You know, Gina, I'm not allowed to have favorites, but if I did have a favorite, it would be Joe. All right, Vollmer out front. Hernandez up to second. So Ayrton taking really good use of that start, moving up 2, 3 positions perhaps. Vollmer, Hernandez, Finley, Beeman, Peel, Chow, and Macedas is your running order. Yeah, Derek, we got some good racing going on. That last EDM race was that's a good one, man. Some good driving. A little bit of contact, but for the most part, I think this bigger track is definitely helping. Once we get it flattened out, careful in turn 2. Turn 2, is trouble. Most folks manage and still trouble. Turn 2 is clear. Everybody's managing to get through there. Yeah, the bigger track, once we get it flattened out, get some of these bumps out of it, get it to lay down properly, it should really start coming around. We're committed to staying on this piece of carpet, so we'll do what we can to get it smoothed out, stuck down a little better. Vollmer out front, Beeman second, Finley third, Hernandez fourth, Chow fifth, Peel 6, and Macedas is 7th. Vollmer with about a 4-second lead over Beeman. Beeman about 4 seconds ahead of Finley. So actually Finley on the move, trying to work himself into Blart position. Overall running order, Vollmer, Beeman, Finley, Hernandez. Well, I'm sorry, that just changed. Finley, Chow, Hernandez, Peel, and Macedas. So Peter trying to eliminate Hernandez right now. Peel 6, Macedas 7th. Joe about 18 seconds back, but still lots of racing left to go. 45 laps. Not a whole lot of crashing going on in this race. Been good, clean, midget racing. Makes me want to get my little baby Yoda out and join y'all. I will next week. Hopefully Matt will have the series results. I may be able to post them myself. I'll see if I can't figure it out. And if I can, I'll have your trouble in between 1 and 2. Little pit maneuver there. The M&M car getting spun around a little bit. All right, here we are. Halfway point. Vollmer out front. Beeman second. Finley third. The eliminator, Peter Chow, 4th. Ayrton Hernandez, 5th. Chris Peel, 6th. Joe Macedas, 7th. In this midget A main. Trouble on the back straightaway. Cars up against the inside rail. Still a car up against the inside rail. It's clear. A little obstacle there between 3 and 4. So Ayrton moving back up to 4th, pushing, eliminating Peter Chow from that position. So it's Brian, Volmer, Brian Beeman, Danny Finley, Ayrton Hernandez 4th, Pete Chow 5th, Chris Peel 6th, Joe Makeda 7th. Trouble on the back straight, got a little car on its lid. It's sorted out, back on their way. So Volmer with about a 7-second lead over Beeman. Finley about 12.5 seconds back from there. So Ayrton only 4.8 seconds behind Finley. So Ayrton on the move, trying to work his way up onto that podium. He's 5.2 seconds behind Danny. Boy, he closes in way on him. So Ayrton looking to take over that 3rd spot. Can he make it stick? And we'll know this time around. Yes, Ayrton up to 3rd. Danny down to 4th with a disastrous 2-lap sequence. 15 laps left to go. It's coming down to this. Trouble in 2. Trouble in 3. Still trouble in 3. Still trouble in 3. Staying tight. Yeah, you got a car up against. There we go. All right, that is now cleared off. Volmer, 16-second lead. So Brian checking out the final 10 laps of the race here.
10 laps
Ayrton
left.
holding on to 3rd. So the race right now is for that
9
3rd
laps
place
left.
spot. There's Ayrton. Has a 3-second lead over Danny with 9 laps left to go. Can he keep Finley off?
7 laps
There's
left.
Ayrton down the back straightaway. Finley just now coming down the back straightaway.
6 laps left.
So Ayrton,
5 laps left.
2.6 seconds. So Danny, little trouble coming into 1 and 2, but I believe Ayrton's
4
in that
laps
mess
left.
too. Yes, he is. So both your 3 and 4 place car. It's going to come down
3
to
laps left.
these last couple of laps. Ayrton holding on
2
to
laps
3rd.
left.
Danny 2.3 seconds back. So Ayrton may pull this spoiler off and hold on to that 3rd place
Final
spot.
lap.
There they come down the back straightaway. There's Hernandez
Brian
underneath the
Volmer
loop.
done. Joe
Finley
Makeda's done.
underneath the loop.
Chris
So
Peel done.
Ayrton unseating
Hernandez done.
Danny.
The eliminator
Danny
done.
not getting the
Finley done.
blart
Brian
in
Beeman
the
done.
midget
All
class.
drivers are finished. The race
Good
is
job,
completed.
Ayrton, denying him. You actually eliminated him. Okay. See, Pete, that's what happens, Peter Chow. You leave for a little while and somebody else starts eliminating people. All right, so that one finished up. Volmer, Beeman, Hernandez, Finley, Chow, Peel, and Makeda.
Up next,
I think Joe
race
did really
number
good,
7.
Gina.
1RC late model.
All right, you guys give me a couple of minutes. I'm going to
Race
add
order
in
is
the 2
Danny
cars.
Finley.
7th place.
Brian Volmer.
Yay,
Brad
Joe
Biddle.
smiling
Good.
face with
John Wallace.
smiling eyes party popper.
Right? Gina, you're awesome. An exceptionally good 7th place finish for Joe. I agree. All right, so we're going to need to manually check in. Let's see, Brian Beeman first. I'm going to get Brian Beeman to go before Chris Peel.
2 minutes to the start of the race.
Well, you guys got time. We're going to get these other cars added to the race. Do not know why it did not bump them. I probably had something to do with me reorganizing things. This is late model A. Hey, Chris, don't go yet. Let me get, because you came in second, let me get Brian under the loop first, okay? That's Brian Beeman under the loop first before you go, Chris. Everybody else can go. We're just going to wait for Brian so I can get him checked in ahead of Chris.
One minute to the start of the race. Brad Biddle.
All right, here comes Brian. Hang on, I had Tracy check in for some reason. Okay, y'all stop for a second. Let me get Brian added. Okay, yeah, nobody else under the loop. For some reason, I got Tracy going. All right, hang on.
Brian Beeman.
Okay, now just Chris, only Chris.
Chris Peel.
Okay, now I got to find out why Tracy's going across the loop. How about Danny? Danny, why don't you go ahead and go under?
Danny Finley.
Yeah, you're good. Brian Vollmer. Brian Vollmer, if you'll go into the loop, please, sir.
Brian Vollmer.
Oh, okay, you know, yeah. No, Tracy's like, no. And then, hang on, and then John, you're good to go. Okay, you guys can warm up. Tracy.
John Wallace.
No, Chris, it finished up, Tracy, it finished up Brian first, Chris second. Would you double check the results just to make sure? Are you, yeah, Joe. Hopefully that thing's booted up. Hang on 1 second, drivers. Just want to sort something out here real quick. Yeah, Tracy, you were third. Is how it finished up. Only two bumped up, yeah. Okay, we're back. All right, let's get them lined up. You guys comfortable? Yep, we need to get some marshals out here. There's one there. We need to. Can we get somebody on the other side of the track? One of you to the Ayrton. Yeah, well, we need somebody on this side of the track. We don't have anybody over. Oh, Danny, are you doing it? Danny, are you marshaling? Oh, you're racing. Okay, we need somebody. Thank you, Fern. All right. Yep, this is a big race. This is our 101 lap feature race for the evening. You guys are not going to win this one on the first lap, so let's get a good clean start.
2 minutes to the start of the race.
Don't listen to her, listen to me. Drivers, are you ready? Marshall's ready. Here we go. And they're off. That's what I did. See, well, it's good, Chris. You get that out of the way. All right, big pack of cars staying tightly grouped through this first couple of laps. Nobody giving, nobody really getting away. Oh, trouble in turn two, a massive pileup. We've got somebody up against turn three. Marshals converge. It gets clear. Somebody is going to sneak away here while we're busy crashing. Still more trouble between 3 and 4. So I think we found the limit of how many late models we can put on this track. That's 6. We don't ever want to go to 7. Guys, we'll settle in. You got 91 laps of racing left. So we'll settle in, start getting their pace in. You can see it now. Everybody's starting to find a line and sticking to it. It's Vollmer out front, Beeman second, Finley third, Biddle fourth, Wallace fifth. Peel is your 6th place car. Trouble coming into 1. Still trouble. It's clear. Trouble coming into 3. And look at that. Chris negotiates that beautifully. No, that wasn't Chris. Who is the green and white car? Danny. All right, so it's Brian out front. Got about a 3-second lead over Danny, who's moved up into second. Brian Beeman third, only 1.6 seconds back. Biddle right there in 4. So this is still super close. Goal is stay out of those wrecks if you can. Trouble coming into 3. It is clear. Big pack of cars down the back straightaway. See if they can keep this thing sorted out. So far, so good. Brian Vollmer out front. Brian Beeman up to second. Danny third. Chris is fourth. John Wallace fifth. Brad Biddle fifth. John the Wallace down to 6th. Trouble on the back straightaway. Almost every car involved trying to weave their way through these wrecks. Vollmer, Finley, Bowman, Biddle, Wallace, and Peel is the running order. 70 laps left to go. Really happy to see our 1RC program doing well. Thanks, everybody, for coming out, bearing with us as we go through the bumpy track phase of our racing here. Even with the bumps, I still think it's better being bigger and wider. Vollmer, Finley, Beeman, Wallace, Biddle, Peel. So Vollmer with about a 6.5 second lead. So Brian not running away with this one yet. Still got 60 laps left to go. So right now, the racing on the track really is, everybody's kind of spreading out a little bit. We've got Brian Beeman in third, only 3.2 seconds back. John Wallace from last up to fourth, so John Wallace making the move. Brad down to fifth, but only by about 2.5 seconds. So this could very much change at any moment. 1, 2 wrecks. You're going to change as much as 3 or 4 positions with the cars running this close. Oh, trouble, big trouble coming into turn number 1. Just about every car gets a chunk of that one. Trouble on the front straightaway, and it's clear. Let's see how they came out of that. It's Vollmer in first, Finley second, Wallace all the way up to third. So John, the benefactor of that, but Beeman taking that third place spot right back away from John. So good, competitive racing here in this late model class. Talking about things I'm grateful for. Good to see this class finally going. Cars look awesome out there. I want one. So Vollmer with only a 5-second lead. All right, I hear plastic right here in turn number 4. Looks to be cleared out, but we still got a big pack of cars running together. And it does not work out well. We've got one of them in flounder mode. He's flipped and on his way. That was our number 2 car, Finley. Spent a little time on his roof to see if that allows someone to take over that spot. No, Danny holds on to second place, even taking a little bit of a rest stop. Guys, I'm going to give you a running order with 40 laps left to go. It's Vollmer, Finley, Biddle, Beeman, Peel, and Wallace. Only 27 seconds separate the entire field. So everybody's staying within a half a minute within each other. That's not a lot. So Vollmer, 8.5 seconds out. Biddle, 1.5 seconds, 1.4 seconds behind Finley. So the man on the move, Brad Biddle, see if he can make it stick. Here they are, all of them coming down the back straightaway together. Oh, that didn't work out good. Somebody getting punted. Fern's right there to get him flipped over. So Brian takes advantage of that. So Biddle up into second. So Brad taking over that second place spot, but only by 0.2 of a second. Careful into turn number 2. And the back straightaway, more trouble. That same car getting booted almost off of the track. Okay, and it starts coming apart here with about 26, 27 laps left to go. Vollmer going to be the benefactor. Who's driving that purple car? He's getting knocked all over the place. Oh, is that you, John? No, John, is that about enough of that torture? I saw him get hammered at least 4 times there. So it's Vollmer, Biddle, Finley, Beeman, Peel, Wallace. Still more trouble. I believe Peel was in that one. Well, John, you did good while it lasted. The wreck's taking their toll. All right, so Brian with a 13-second lead. Let's see what's going on behind him. Danny, you've got Brad solidly in second with about a 3.5-second lead over Danny Finley. Brian Beeman, 10 seconds behind Danny. So it looks like the race right now is for that second place spot. Biddle with a 3-second lead over Finley. Finley up against a bumper. Probably going to let Brad have a little bit more of a trip. So this looks like trouble. They're all together coming together as they come down the back straightaway. 11 laps left to go.
10 laps left.
I'm sorry, 10 laps. 10 laps left to go now.
9 laps left.
All right, still running in a nice pack. Now this could be advantageous to some of y'all that are further back. Some of these other cars get involved in a wreck.
7 laps left.
Brian, 14-second lead.
6
Brad in
left.
second. Now he's stretched that lead to about only 3.5 seconds. So Danny's still in striking
laps left.
position. Trouble on the front straight. Up high,
4 laps
go
left.
low. There we go.
3 laps left.
So it looks like Brian's going to take this one. Danny only 2.9
laps
seconds
left.
back with 2 laps to go. And Brandy he's
Final
got
lap.
a shot at him. Brad's like, no, he
Brian
doesn't.
Vollmer
So
done.
Brad holds him
Chris
off
Peel
for
done.
that second
Danny
place.
Finley done. Brad
And
Biddle
there
done.
they go.
Brian Beeman done. All drivers are finished.
Good racing.
The race is completed.
And that completes our racing program for tonight. Just wanted to point out it is 9:05 p.m. So kept you guys right on schedule tonight. Appreciate everybody being ready for their heads-up race. Now get ready for the award ceremony, the ceremonial gifting of the Paul Blart stickers, along with our winner pictures.